and welcome to next week of December. Okay, good morning. Starting bright and early today. But let's get into this, right? So today we have 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. we have a GDP, which is at 7 o'clock, as I just said. So in about 50 minutes or so. So that'll be quite nice for maybe a potential buy stop or sell stop. I might actually do that because previous is minus 0.6. The forecast is 0.4. Be interesting to see what we get for the GDP. You know, if the previous is minus and the forecast is positive, then it's a significant change, right? Going from positive to negative, so that could be quite nice later on. In terms of taking trades this morning, probably won't take any GJ trades before that news, but we'll see when we get there, right? So where's our phone? There it is. But yeah, we can still mark it out and maybe see some of the levels that we might want to take later on. So let's go with it, right? Looking like yeah, Asian session today was a big day. I think we moved quite a lot, even with gold as well. I think gold moved like 100 pips or so. So we'll have to take a look at that. So let's first of all take a look at the 4 hour, right? So your music's loud. Oh shit. 1 second. Is it? Guys, is my voice too low and the music too loud? Looks like the music's pretty low here. It's cool now? Okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, in terms of the daily, the 4 hour time frame, what I can see with the 4 hour is, yeah, we were having some trouble last week with GJ to find any kind of good price action, but we still continued bullish, and we kind of closed above our resistance now there. And now we came back down to it in the end of Friday, and then now we've actually made a little bit of support on it, which is good, right? So what I really think here is we should potentially continue here and fill that wick. 168 would be a good target today. Obviously, though, we do have the news, so the news could do whatever it wants to do. So need to take that into account. Take a look at the hourly time frame. Yeah, looking like a support forming. Yeah, looking like a support forming. The 30-minute time frame is looking a little bit choppier. But what I'm saying is, we broke up from this level, came back down, made some support to continue bullish. So that was nice. Let's take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, so 30-minute and the 15. If you go in here, yeah, I think potentially above 167,720. Do you look at the 30-minute? Yeah, I think it'd be easy to get a bit higher up at 714 there. Then come back to the high, which is 168. It would be nice. But as I said, I think the news is going to be the deciding factor of where price is going to go. So just going to mark up my zones right now to just see anything. Normally we like to look at the 15 or 30 just to find the clean zones. Let's take a look then. So yeah, on the hourly time frame we move pretty quick down here. So I actually think yeah, probably back below these levels here, 167, 100. I think would be a nice selling zone, because you've got a big zone to the left hand side, and it's also clean, which is good. Just put that on there. If you look at it on terms of the hourly time frame, this candle ripped up, so 166661, sorry, 613 would be the best target down there, which you can have on down here. And realistically, that zone is going to be, yeah, quite big. There is a little bit of an order block there. This candle before the push. So yeah, I'd probably move my real target to probably there, to be honest with you. So that's beautiful, man. If I can take sells below there later on, that'd be great. As I said, the buys are a little bit harder. Current resistance is right here. There's also another resistance there. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to wait a little bit higher for GJ. But yeah, in terms of the higher time frames, I think this daily wick fill is gonna be nice. You just got to see how this news comes. Also, if you take a look, let's take a look at spreads. Yeah, it's quite high spreads, 1.6, like nearly 2 pips, just before news as well. So just chill out. Euro USD, I think you should send me a chart, my man. Send a chart. It takes 10 seconds to send a chart. Just go here, copy link to chart image, go in a browser, Control V, and then just take off all this like that. And then send me this. So it should look something like this in the chat. And then we can take a look. Actually, no, why is mine giving me the HTTP bit? Take off the HTTP bit. Send it like this. Like that. CPI gonna be tasty? Yeah, it's gonna be nice. We'll take a look at EJ as well. EJ. Let's go here. Looking like we're actually breaking above Asian highs there. Interesting. So let's mark this up as well. Looking still, yeah, the daily time frames are looking rather interesting recently. Both the JPY pairs kind of solidly bad price action. Looking like we got a bit of a gap, but we opened up at 665 last night. And we haven't made much of a low wick yet. We've just continued bullish. The 4-hour time frames have been making support. This 4-hour zone seems pretty bad in terms of zones. The hourly time frame closed bullish above the previous zone, and it is continuing, which is nice. But in terms of where I'd want to take trades, there's nothing really here in terms of the hourlies. This zone here is quite small, and there's a rejection wick. 30-minute time frame, rat resistance. So yeah, it's nothing really that I want to see on EJ, to be honest with you. Yeah, this actually reacted off the OB later on. We actually talked about that. Nice. But yeah, so in terms of EJ here, I'm probably gonna want it to break this zone for buys, to be honest with you. This whole zone. I think that would make life much easier. And then we can take buys maybe later when it makes support. But yeah, you can see there's just so much resistance everywhere. So not really much of a fan of EJ this morning. So I'll just leave that alone. Put that on there. But yeah, today, oh yeah, GJ literally came back quite close to the high. So we'll have to see though. That hourly time frame though does look good, and the 4-hour looks really good to continue with that support forming. So yeah, let me take a look at gold now. So in terms of gold, we'll have a look at trend lines and stuff, but we've had a big move already, right? So daily time frame opened, we've been bearish the whole time, which is mad. We moved, yeah, 100 pips, so quite a big move. But I've decided for myself, I'm just gonna get up early every single morning, and there will be in the day a nice move in the morning, and it'll be the one that I don't turn up for. So there's no point. So yeah, look at this over here, right? The Asian session opened, actually closed pretty much on support. Nice resistance here. Look at the candlesticks as well. Really strong, nice candles. Same with the 15 here, really. So yeah, if you looked at the 30, probably this candle was quite nice. The retest was pretty decent. If it was on the 5, yeah, pulled up. Even on the flip was not too bad there, to be honest. Take a look at the hourly. Yeah, the hourly is pretty clean to at least 1790. Good target. Why do I say 1790? Well, because this candle made support there. This candle wicked to there. This candle wicked to there. So the wick is the TP there. That's nice. Okay, so let's get back to it. What did you say? Goldie looks like making right shoulder on the daily. Right shoulder? Where's the head though? Oh, here? Sorry, the head's there and the left shoulder. Interesting. I just think it's very, very bullish. If you look at it on the weekly, we just got to really push above 1804, 1806, and we're going to be back up to like 1872 pretty quickly. We've retraced all of the way. If you look at the weekly time frame, yeah, the last one did close doji, but we came all the way back down to 1769, and then we rejected from there, so that was nice. So I still think we're very, very bullish. But yeah, we've broke the daily lows already, so there's a lot of bearish volume there. If I take a look at it in terms of a 5-minute trend line, was there one this morning? In terms of maybe Asian session? And there's a better one for me here. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, your stop would have been up there, so you'd been pretty much safe the whole way. But we did close above, so. But it's a 2 a.m., 12 a.m., so. Nice, right, so let's just take a look, right? So the hourly time frame, recent candles have been showing wicks to the upside and to the downside, suggesting slower markets, ranging markets. But it makes sense, right? It's just had a big move here. But what we also know is that we need to remember that this zone moves quickly. So targets for buys, potentially, if you can get some confirmations of buys, this would be really, really good to come back to 1795 later on. Okay. In terms of a trend line from the highs, I don't think I'm gonna have one. I think it's already been mitigated down there. Yeah. So no trend lines for the highs. It's okay. So let's just mark up my zone now, right? So the 30-minute time frame, 30-minute support, all here. Why do I pick there? Well, because the resistance is here, support is right around here, support's held here, and now holding the line now. Okay. Would I want to take sells below? Probably not. Why? Well, because it's 4-hour resistance is right there, so it could act as support there. A lot of wicks. You see there's a wick to the upside, the downside. It's not really the nicest zone, to be honest with you. So yeah, I don't think I would take the sells there, to be honest. The only real level that I'm really looking at is just these buys back up later on to come and retest this level. So I think if we do get some confirmations of maybe a support, but right now it's still not a support, right? Nothing's really closed bullish, so I've got to wait later on. I could actually come back down here and then I could take the buys later. Any reason for going 1 hour live early? Just getting up early, man. Getting ready for the news and just seeing if there's a gold trade this morning, but I don't think there is going to be honest. How do I close half in a 0.1 lot? So yeah, I mean, I think maybe we may have to come down a little bit further for Goldie. But in terms of buys later on, I think they're going to be good. Because realistically, this 4 hour, yeah, it's just rejecting the highs for the time being. But it was just through Asian, so a lot of levels you do like to come and retest after Asian closes or finishes. Sorry, back to London. So yeah, so GJ sells below. The buys aren't really interesting for me because there's no real clean candles. Goldie, point of interest is in this area here because there's clean zones. And we know that if we have volume, we would be able to fill this back up, and that's a you know, an 80 pip zone. Okay, salary replace happening right now on the 30-minute time frame. How big would the stops be? 20 pips. 20 pipperoonies. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go for a celery such as that, but I'd have to know that there's volume in the market, and as you can see, there isn't that much volume in the market. Slowing down a little bit. So yeah, yes, last week we took like so many trades. Thursday, Friday we took 2 goldies. I took 2 goldie trades on Friday. And we got you a little bit of profit in them, like 9-10 pips. Just not the full move, but that's okay. Make sure you like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Let's try and get to 50 likes. So yeah, I think it's just a bit of a weighing game this morning. I can't believe we got out of the World Cup. The fucking referee was an absolute joke, by the way. The referee was a joke. Let's take a look and see. Oh, someone's got the raised hand. Jacob. Paulie, how are you doing? Did you watch the match? I can't believe it. There's a joke. Mbappe, goat. The fucking ref was shit, man. We had a clear penalty. And there was at least someone should have got sent off in that fucking game. You can tell though when like you see a ref who's just a bit of a pussy, like you can just tell the way he was acting, the way he was walking around. Like you say, "Oh mate, you are a pussy." You guys play better than France, 100%, especially in the second half. Fucking pricks. I hate France as well. But anyway. And it was like, just the fucking clinical header as well. Clinical. So yeah, now I kind of want. I don't want France to win because I think France are fucking pricks, and I also don't want Argentina to win because I think Argentina are even bigger pricks. When they were beating Netherlands there, they were such pricks. GJ looking bullish. Yeah, 100%, especially in the higher time frames, right? The only issue that I have is the zones. I mean, maybe I think maybe above 674, you get back up to 168. Well, the first goal that England conceded was literally after a foul on Saka, so that shouldn't have counted. And it was a very good goal, but you couldn't really stop that, to be honest. But it was a foul before, so that's fucking bullshit. And then we got a blatant pen. He didn't even give it. That's fucking mad.
Hello.
Hello, Taylor. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. How was your weekend?
It's alright. Kind of slow.
Yeah, mine was a bit slow as well. I was still sorting out this bloody flat, but finally got everything here now, and I just got to unpack all the boxes and shit. Move the final piece of the TV here, so that's good. But yeah, looking like Asian session was kind of a big move, eh? Big little push on all of them, really. How far did this... When did this open, actually? Yeah, so this opened in the middle of here. So yeah, I was marketing my zones for GJ this week, and yeah, there's not many areas until we start making some new ones that I like actually taking trades on them there. There's not really any nice zones. Honestly, if price comes around the daily flip, I'd consider buying after a tap and candle break. Wait, what? Oh, GJ? I am not trusting GJ until I see some clean candles. The whole of last week, that shit was nasty. The only thing that ever worked was a celery play. So if the celery plays, I'll look at. Yeah, there's a lot of celery plays through the whole of last week, to be honest with you. Yeah, like that one there was quite nice. Support forming. We should this one the day before as well. Yeah. So there's quite a lot of celeries. And they all happened at like 6:15. 6:15. So yeah, 30 minutes left until the news as well. So we'll have to see with the news, man. I think I might try to go for a little buy stop maybe. Honestly, if price comes around, I'm stepping out for a few. Please have me a trade when I return. Thanks in advance. Oh yeah, I watched UFC for like one of the first times this weekend. It's decent, but it's a bit gruesome. Like, oh, a bit gruesome. Oh, like when they just absolutely pummel their heads in. It's like, Jesus Christ. Apparently, Paddy the Baddy shouldn't have won, eh? Something like that. You tend to trade like Raja or your own method? I learned off Raja, so it's gonna be similar. But I've also like put my own stuff in there, own setups, etc., etc. Yeah, we've got a lot more setups now from last year, so which is good, which I'm happy with. So next year is gonna be it's gonna be nice. Gonna be nice. So yeah, over the winter holidays, just gonna go through constant back testing pretty much all day, every day, and then yeah, get to a good point. But it's pretty simple, man. We're going from step by step. M formations, W formations, and support and resistances. As long as you know you're at a big resistance and it gets closure below the neckline, you're good. 5-minute trend line on Goldie, as long as you've got a good trend line that's holding, it's close above previous res, and the 15 and the 30 are clean. The closure below setups, bish bash bosh, try and get the retest if you can, if there's a retest. Obviously with direction. Order blocks as well, that are coming in very, very soon. Probably at the start of next. I'd say probably the first quarter. I'll still be testing them, but then the second quarter we'll have them going. Celery plays. I'm gonna actually focus a lot more on celery plays because they seem to pop up quite a lot. Yeah. By the way, shout out to Paulie, because I think Paulie got the trade of the week last week. A nice little order block here. Candle before the push. Candle came down. Took the buy when price came. Obviously knowing that you're obviously in a bullish direction. Okay. You know that realistically here, this is the low and this is the new high. This is the new low. This is the new high. This is the new low. This is the new high. This is the new low. This is the new high. So it makes sense, right? Because it's the next candle it's the next kind of wave up, making the low to continue bullish with the order block there. So your stop loss was 9 pips. Target back to the highs was 85, and obviously you would have got, around 160 pips. So that was a fucking beautiful trade. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. That poorly trade didn't trigger me in on Dominion Markets by 0.001 pippies. Oh. I was so pissed off by buy limit, it didn't get triggered in the Friday. We all got that devil. Yeah. It's starting to get good now with the order box, because I'm starting to see which ones, because there's some, right, when we went through the back testing, where it would be there and we go, oh yeah, we've got an order block. Oh, what the fuck did I just do there? But it's got to be in the direction of price. It's got to make sense. So like, yeah. So like, what I was doing before was like, there might be an order block anywhere. But yeah, so if we were going through, yeah. So can you see that here? There's one here. This is the candle before the push, and we continued bullish. If the next one at this certain area came back down and tapped it, that makes sense, right? Because it's you're bullish. This is the low. This is the next high. This is the next low. This is the next high. If this comes down and taps there, you're gonna continue bullish, right? But now, obviously, you're coming all the way up, and let's just say at this point here, you then, have your high coming down, then obviously high, but realistically here now, this is bearish. If this came back down here, it's not with structure, it's not with the actual flow of price. Price is probably going to make the low, continue make a higher low, and then continue further, because it's not with price. So, yeah, I like it. It's good stuff. The ones on gold seem to work very nice. There's been loads actually in these past couple of months on gold, even on the lower time frames, which is nice. So right, it's 6:34. We've still got 25 minutes left for the news on GJ. Yeah, maybe break your Asian highs. You could potentially come and have maybe a little bit of a buy stop, because GDP, right, expecting 0.4%. For people, it's a change in the total value of all goods and services. Okay, so it's just pretty much a rounded figure to see how much we are worth, pretty much, from the previous months. Because month to month. Previous it was minus 0.6, which shows a very, very horrible area. And expecting 0.4. So if they get a negative number, GJ is gonna nut down. If they get a 0.4, it's probably gonna continue a little bit, but it's forecasted, so it won't run that much. And if it's like plus, I don't know, 1%, then it's probably gonna move quite a lot. Okay, so that's kind of your basics. So yeah. So yeah, today we'll go through the homework and mark that all out, all that good stuff. And yeah, this week we'll do some gold sims as well. Will you stop trading for the last couple of weeks of the year? I'll stop trading probably like 22nd, 21st, I think. It depends when I go to Ireland, to be honest. Yeah. And then we'll get everything ready. I think Tyler's made us a cool little update for the journal. Now I have the percentage gain. All of the trades that are in, as you can see here, like you can see all the setups, black TEDs, OBs, fake outs, breakouts, onions, M formations, W formations. So we got all of them here. So at the top there you can have percentage gain, all that good stuff. So that'll be pretty cool. And when will you start trading back? I think it maybe the 5th, maybe the 6th, something like that. Yeah, I'll update you. But yeah, in terms of this week, we have a lot of news events this week, so that's why getting up early, I think this week's probably going to be the best solution. Maybe the first 2 days for GUP is not good, but hopefully maybe tomorrow Goldie might have a nice little trend line or a nice early push, because realistically there's a lot of news later on in the times, like 1:30 CPI. Today's actually not too bad, but then after that we've got FOMC, Empire State Manufacturing, retail sales. Yeah, so there's quite a lot of news this week, but you just gotta adapt to it and get up maybe a little bit earlier. And yeah. So yeah, my coffee machine, man, it just doesn't taste good, man. So I gotta figure out a way how to make this thing fucking work. I'm gonna send that shit back. It's just not good. Maybe it's the beans that I've got wrong or something, but something ain't hitting it. So I've just got my instant coffee today again. I'm back at instant coffee with actually no sugar as well. That's pretty fun. Yeah, EJ's not really that nice here. As a Derby and England fan, why does football hate me? Yeah, England just played well, man. It's just sometimes they're so clinical. They had like, what was the actual stats for that game? Yeah, look how many shots we had. Shots on target 8. Passes 5 and 3. Yeah. Look how many fouls. And they only got 3 yellow cards, bro. 14 fouls. I just realized the gold price now is the exact same this time last year. What? Really? That's pretty mad, actually. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this whole year it came up at the start of the year, then we crashed down. Yeah, it's been interesting, eh? Gold's been beautiful pair, to be honest with you. This whole year, really. It's been very, very nice. So that's where my main focus is gonna go on. Just continue with Goldie. Continue with Goldie. Because realistically, it just gives you nice moves, and runners can be quite nice if you get the perfect point. So that's why kind of everyone moves over to Gold, I think. GJ can be good to get you 10 pips, but you have to get like fucking 4 of them in a day, whereas Gold you can just get one trade and it can be done. Football, I need coffee. Wait, I'm waiting for Premier League to come back, kinda tired of shit football. When's the next games, actually? Tomorrow. So yeah, this is gonna be the first Christmas at Caitlin's house. That'll be interesting. Going to Ireland. Do you like Ireland? It's very relaxing. Very relaxing. You need to temper your ground coffee. Also, could be shit beans. What's the pressure when it's pressed? I don't fucking know. I just press it. It's pretty pressed. You need to temper your. What does temper mean? Temper. Let's take a look.
Tamping is one of the core skills involved in pulling espresso, but there's a lot of myth and conflicting opinions about the proper way to do it. In reality, it's really simple, so I'm going to break the information down into 2 categories, what matters and what doesn't. If there's one thing that matters most when tamping, it's that you keep things level. This is because we want the water coming from the group head to flow through all the grounds at the same rate. If I tamp at an angle like this, the side that got pressed down further will allow water to flow through much faster because there's much less coffee on that side. This means that by the end of our shot, that side will be over-extracted while the other side is under-extracted. This example is exaggerated, but even a tamp that's slightly off will have this same effect, if to a lesser degree. By tamping nice and flat, we can make sure the whole puck is evenly extracted.
Oh, that's so good.
Like the St. Anthony Industries levy. Collar makes sure that your tamp is level every time. The other thing that matters happens just before you tamp, distribution. If I load up my portafilter with all the grounds falling at the back and then go straight into tamping, there's going to be much less coffee at the front. Even if we keep the tamp level, this will...
Hey, learning, eh? Yo, what's up? Been a minute, bro. How you been? I'm good, man. How are you? I'm good. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, looking like GJ's come back up to the Asian highs again. Yeah, when does the Prem start again? 26th. Say 26th of December. That's good then. Nice. 26th. Yeah, so EJ's coming up. I just don't like how the area. There's a lot of resistance there. No real clean candles. So it's just a bit of a hard zone. So we've got 50 minutes left for this news now. So I wouldn't take any more GJ trades if you have taken any. But I don't know how you would really. To be honest. we'll get right into the news. Yeah, I think sometime this week we're probably going to do a simulation session for the YouTube as well. I think I'm going to plan that out. I'll update you on my Instagram. We'll do some sim sessions. I'm going to put them up. Do like one every 2 weeks or something. Be quite cool. Yeah, Goldie's ranging pretty hard. So if you took that celery, where was it? There, and it didn't work out. Well, first of all, realistically, when the candle closed, right? So if you took the break, the previous low, that's the celery play, and you close, yeah, you're in 1 pips drawdown. After the candle closed, I would just close full there because realistically, you wanted the drive, right? You wanted this candle to break that low and at least come down to there and be break even. It didn't do that, so just get out. Celeries are really good at managing risk because you just see if it pushes, and if it doesn't push, then that's fine. Just get out, break even, really, or like -1 pips. Goldie looking like it's coming up. A little bit of a W here. Interesting. A W at support. With a 19 pip stop. Thing is, there's a lot of traffic on the 15 and the 30. It's not really the cleanest W, to be honest with you. In terms of the zone, but it's still one, right? It's just as support. That's the neckline. It closed above the retest. Clean zone above in terms of the higher time frames. Only issue is the 15's got no low wick. And the 30 looks a little bit yuppie, but it's already breaking all that hourly stuff, so interesting. 12 minutes left for that closure. Could be interesting to see. Oh yeah, when's this Avatar movie out? I'm gonna have to see it. $16th, Friday. I've heard mixed reviews. Oh, it's getting to 7.8 now. I know that's Avatar 1. Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews. I heard it's the same kind of story. Stories of that shit. But it looked good, apparently. That's all that really matters, eh? Right, let's try and get 50 likes, guys. Make sure you like the stream. Coming towards pound news. Pound news. Hopefully the spreads by then will get maybe a little bit nicer. Yeah, it's getting a little bit nicer. The pound news will be very, very interesting with this GDP. Construction output, goods trades balance as well, manufacturing, production, all expecting negative manufacturing, so it's going to be an interesting one. That's quite a nice W. If you close above everything as well. The only cause of concern for taking like a trade like this is obviously if when GDP comes, the gold will probably react to. The only issue. Buy stop incoming. Yeah, I mean for for GJ, where would you want to put your buy stop? Just above the Asian highs? Yeah, 640. Probably right. That's where you'd probably look. I have a feeling we're dropping hard. Yeah, well, they expect they expect a positive number, but if they don't get that, then it's gonna be yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So how much is that actually just retraced there? Yeah, it's moved quite a lot there. 20 pips already. Very nice. And we got the clean zone above, which would be nice later on. Maybe at 8 o'clock open to continue bullish. Because we are realistically at 4-hour support again. Daily time frame is kind of rejecting already the lows. Interesting. So a sell stop, where would I want my sell stop as well? Sell stops are a little bit harder, eh? Probably below there. Because I kind of want this zone to fill. It is quite far away from price though, so probably the buy stops would be the easiest. Sell stops would probably be a little bit harder. Maybe the break of the previous low, or maybe the daily flip. Goldie's coming down. Ah. I think it's a bit too bearish for the time being. Especially the fact that we haven't really had a 30-minute close yet to confirm the support, right? But we can see. Let's come back to test it very shortly. Where is it? Where everyone's from now? What time is it? For me, it's 6:52. What's it in Europe right now? The same? Like 1 hour ahead, aren't they? 1 hour behind, like Spain and shit. Normally, 1:52. 1:52. Wow. Houston's 12:52. South Africa 8:52. South Africa is the best fucking time, I'm telling you. 8:52, you can have an easy morning. This is chill. London opens at like 10. I have some Portugal and the UK at 6:52 and the rest is 7:52. What, really? Portugal? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Jamaica. Oh, wow. Let's go to Jamaica. I'd love to go visit Jamaica. It'd be pretty cool. So if I had a buy stop there, stop loss below. Yeah, I can use rock like a 20 pip stop as well. Belgium. Oh, I like to go to Belgium. GJ 5 and a head and shoulders is juicy. Still M as well. Just remember there is news coming out in a sec. Just remember that. So it's flipped. Didn't really come tap the neckline though, but I did flip. No risk, no Rari. Let me get my magic keys out over here. I was still messing around with that chat GPT the weekend. It was Hilarious. This fucking mad answers, like madness. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a buy stop there. 640. And a sell stop hopefully below the Asian lows, maybe. Because you should theoretically fill this zone pretty quickly. So sell blue 167 100 there probably is where I'm gonna look. All three sessions match up with the Indian time perfectly. Tokyo session at sunrise 5:30, London Open at afternoon 1:30, and NY at 6:30. Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty good one, eh? Thing is, they shouldn't trade all them hours though. But yeah, it's good that you have the option, right? So if you're getting into it, and you have your day job, you can just do the one where you're not at work, right? So that's good. I think the issue with people in the UK is like it's through the day, right? So they have to like work, which is a bit annoying. Holy shit, Don took some sells last night. Very, very nice. Let's take a look and see. First sell was 17.95. Break of that low. Is it? No, just in the middle of this candle. Okay. Nice. Then 92.90. Oh, I think Donny over here is taking some retest entries. I think he's taking some retest entries. That was definitely a retest. Very nice. Yeah, that was a great Asian session. If you can only trade one session per day, which would you choose? Right now, it'd be London. London, 100%. Just has the most volume, really. NY's been pretty shit recently. Gold 5-minute retest, good opportunity for buyers. Kind of already did that in the last candle. I don't know, I'd be careful, man. There's news coming out in 2 minutes. So coming towards the news, let's get right into this. So yeah, we'll see the score. Looking like we're pushing down pretty hard. Pretty hard. After a clean shave, you're looking like a 15-year-old boy is trading Forex on Livestream. Yep. I got ID'd for the first time in fucking ages last night. Not last night, sorry. Saturday night. I hate it. I need my beard back. Give it a week, it'll be alright, but the first days are hard, man. I'm so glad I can have a fucking beard though, my god. I feel sorry for the people that can't, but hey ho. So 17 seconds left for this news to come out. Let's see what the score is. Let's see where we get any levels. It's right in the middle of the zone, really. So quite interesting to see. Oh, the cells are in play. The cells are in play. So let's see over here if my buy can get maybe activated. Let's take a look actually, because we came to the lows. I didn't have a sell one on. I just had a buy one on. Because really the selling zone is quite hard, right? If you actually take a look into the selling zone, it'd be here, right? And we just tapped it. Let's take a look at the news. 0.5, 0.8. Now my stops are going to be too big. I'm taking off my buy stop. Yeah. Didn't do it straight away. 0.5. Okay, let's take a look. So GDP 0.5, better than expected, which is good, right? Construction output 0.8, very, very nice. Index of services minus 0.1. Industrial production 0, 0.7. So yeah, good numbers, right? Surprised that it pushed down first, then, eh? Interesting. All quite good numbers, eh? To be honest with you, in terms of news, GJ sometimes can give you a nice push, but for the most part, most of the time, it isn't really the biggest pushes. The bigger pushes come from gold, right? So we pushed down here, tapped the support. Was there any OP there? The lower time frame. Tapped it and then retraced. That was a bit underwhelming. Have you ever thought about growing a mustache? Nah, I'm having a pedo-tash. Hell no. So, in terms of gold now, right? The candle closed bullish. Didn't really close above. 30-minute did. The 5-minute came and retested. So yeah, that might be in the play. See if it can hold. I'd be break even now. I shouldn't really come back down and retest that level. And yeah, GJ just ranging between my levels. Ranging between my levels. Ranging between the levels, bye.
Basically.
What's Phoenix doing? Say hi to him. So yeah, on the other side now, I've got the Yoda here now. I don't know what else to put on that desk actually. I might put the LED lights around it, to be honest. The one thing about this flat which I need to do is I need to put the heating on in the morning. I think I can set it, so that'll be pretty good. So yeah, I'd probably get a break even there now. I have to come and retest it now, but 15-minute could be breaking previous lows, still very, very bearish. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame in terms of the cells below. They might be alright. It's just the 4-hour zone. There's a lot of traffic. A lot of traffic in them areas. Not bad numbers. Yeah, not bad at all. Pretty good. Ooh, JPY had some bad numbers. Minus 7.8%. Change in the total value of new orders placed with machine tool manufacturers. Wow, that's a big hit. Minus 7.8%, so that happened at 558. Let's take a look and see what GJ did there. Yeah, I think it just ran off, eh? Is it here? I don't know. It was 5:58 in the morning. Just had it. Didn't really do too much. It's a bit underwhelming news, but it's okay. Just gotta wait a little longer. As I said, the cells below would be nice if it wants to go that direction. But I do think we're still pretty bullish here, to be honest. So we'll have to see. Has anyone taken any trades this morning? Anyone had a look at any? Maybe. Looks like Goldie just decided to. Oh, it's done it now. That's nice. Hey, you might be alright now, eh? That's pretty nice. That's a good rejection. Yeah. It's a pretty good rejection, I'm not gonna lie. It's piquing my interest a little bit. For later on, maybe potentially breaking that 5-minute high would be quite interesting. It just stops a bit on the retest. Yeah, 60 pips is okay. Because realistically here, we've closed above everything on the hourly and the 30. So if we do break the previous 15 highs, we should be good to continue at least back up to 1794 realistically. 1790.8 would be the most realistic target, but I think for runners it could be quite nice to continue back up. But all you can do then also is just wait for maybe potential of a retest and resistance forming to continue back down. So there's a lot of different options, maybe in Goldie in the next couple of minutes, 15-30 minutes or so. Morning guys, up. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that one. Still very early on though, remember, 7:06. Let's take a look at the yeah, GJ spreads 1.25. Goldie's still very, very low spreads, which is nice. Very, very low spreads. The reason why I also like it is now we've got a 30-minute closure, so it is at support now, which is nice. Which is nice. Also, the hourly time frame also has made the lower wick right, which is nice too. The only thing the only issue with it is that the 15 hasn't really closed above, and we're also still very, very bearish. So it's only one little candle. I think the only way you could really got in there is at the W, which is here. Well, whilst that news came out, you might still be in it now. I'd definitely break even though here. I'm going for a break on the hourly highs, expecting Prelim to push. Hopefully works well. Yeah, hourly highs should be good. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close in 6 minutes. See if we can get a little bit higher up. I think that would be the best case scenario. GJ's still not really doing anything. Look at that wick from the upside to the downside. Damn. Was not happy there. EJ rejected the highs. Oh, that was actually quite nice as well. 30-minute bearish, 50-minute time and close below. Look at the 1 minute, see why it pushed up a little bit. Yeah, that was actually kind of solid. Made a top wick flip, stop loss would be 12 pips. Gain would have been 12 back in the zone. Some good volume there. Some good volume. On Bitcoin. Yeah, bro. That's what happens, man. It's a hard life to do the counts, brother. It's a pain. Pain in the arse. Pain in the arse. Has this 15 just closed yet? No. Not yet. Not yet. Why the fuck is my thing? Oh, that's why. Let's try that now. There we go. Okay. Let's make it nice now. Morning. How are you all today? I'm good. How are you, Tommy boy? You taken anything yet? Potentially want to get into this with 15 closes. Yeah, I'm taking December off. Ah, nice. Nice, man. Deserve it, man. Really good work this year. Smashed it. Morning, Paulie. Good morning. Just talked about your little OB trade you took yesterday, man. Was it yesterday?
Hey Max, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you, man?
A bit hoarse from Saturday night. Oh my god, don't even.
Oh god, I was fucking pissed off, mate. Stupid ref.
Mate, that referee.
That referee was shit.
You know, like,
Where did
seriously?
you go? Where did you go out? Just a pub?
No, I watched it on my TV at home. Actually, I had a couple of mates around. But I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
Yeah.
It was like just a piss take, and we fought so hard. We fought so hard, and all I wanted was I just wanted Kane to absolutely ping it. I didn't want him to place it.
Yeah. Why don't you just slip it in the corner? Ah, man. It's not his fault, to be fair. It's not fair that they fucking hack him in the box so many times and get a fucking red from it. It's just unfair.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, if the ref had been doing his job, France probably would have been down to 10 men at some point.
Well, they would have been down to 10 men, and the first goal wouldn't have counted because Saka.
Exactly. But, you know, I was when he was looking at the VAR for the second penalty, I'm like, what the fuck is he actually looking at? Like, what? He's staring at it like, what's going on here?
That guy nearly got fucking whiplash. He needs to go and get some fucking Admiral insurance care, take out some fucking whiplash claim. Like, my god.
Seriously, man.
Yeah,
absolute joke.
Shame, man.
Absolute joke.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a cold as well. I can't lie.
I've just got out of my cold. I feel a little bit
You
better.
finished it, yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. Kids got the last week at school now. Yeah, hey.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice holiday times. It's always a good time around this year, just chilling.
It snowed really heavy here in London last night.
I know, I heard, yeah. I was in Sheffield last night and it was the same.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I do love a bit of snow, mate. I do love the snow.
I love the snow.
I'll try and find. Oh, yeah, I'll try and find that video of me flying down the town moon. That was hilarious. Yeah. So it's 7:15. We're still early on in the day. Paulie, can you turn off your?
Yeah, I just have. Yeah.
I already pumped 20% the first days of this month, and I'm good. Taking time off to be with family and finishing my house renovation. Nice, Tom, man. Gold's right at 4 res. Tough. Let's take a look. Yeah, exactly. So the retracements and the push down later could be interesting. Look at GJ already starting to so the 50-minute closed, yeah, tapped 167.110. I do think the buys may be on later on. It's just where to find them is the next question. The next question, John. Let's see if we can find that video of me. Yeah, there's a massive hill in Newcastle. You could get a sled. I got my sledge down there. Got my Supreme sledge. I was flying down there. It was well fun. And then at the end, me and my mate Harry, who went in the sledge, and we nearly wiped out some 3-year-old kids. That was great. 2 lads, both weighing like 90 kilograms each, just fucking launched down this place. And then this lass didn't move out of the way in time, bless her, so we just grabbed her. She just fucking like so shitting herself. If I would, to be honest. What even was that? Don't even know. Let's take a look at Goldie here. Yeah, so if you had your W on, you might still be in, but that might have wicked you out there. So breaking hourly highs now, 30-minute highs, 50-minute highs. See if you can get some retracement. The zone above's clean, so we'll see how far it pushes. Let's take a look at GJ. Yeah, nothing too much yet. Nothing too much. We gotta wait. Taking buys on gold at the break of the high around 1789.7 max. No, I don't like the volume. Yeah. Don't like the volume. If I see any sort of level where gold is not pushing nicely, then yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. Gold and volume is easy to get your pips. If not, sometimes it can be kind of boring. Last week on Friday, we took 2 trades, and I shit you not, they were the most boring trades. They both went up like 8-9 pips, which is good, but the volume would have gave it the push. But we did some good risk management on them ones, good break even, so I'm pretty happy with that. So Raj is also looking at it as well. Yeah, I just seen Raj's thing. Raj is also looking for buys above 1789. So yeah, I'm starting to see a little bit more in depth of what Raj is looking at, and I genuinely do think he looks at the hourly a lot, and he looks at these candles, and he finds these zones, goes in the lower time frame, and goes, you know what? If we get past this level, we're gonna have a nice buy up. That was a good little tester. Long on GJ and Goldie, statistically speaking, one of them has to go up. Or maybe it taps you in and then comes back down. How about that one? Goldie to 1800. Yep. I think that'll be pretty easy this week, to be honest with you. Well, it will be very easy this week because it's news. Even if it's bad news or good news, there's like 4 pieces of news this week, so I'll definitely do something. The weekly time rate has no top wick. The daily time rate has no top wick, which is also a good sign. So yeah, we'll see. Max, when you finish the year, probably the 22nd, I think. I think it's 22nd, but I don't really know. I need to check with Caitlin. Where'd I go home? To be honest. Yeah, it actually makes sense with this support here. So yeah, buys of 1789 would be quite nice actually. To continue back up, I think. Would be good. Again, we'll have the new spreadsheet and stuff with all of our setups on, which would be nice. So 10 minutes time for the 7:30 candle. I think that would be quite nice for it to close. Actually, I think I'd quite like that. So then continue back bullish to at least 1791 would be good, and maybe further to 1794. So wait for 10 minutes or so. Goldie gap on the 5. Yeah, I've just seen that. That's all good. That's all good. Right, I'm gonna quickly go say hi to Caitlin because I want to be ready for 8 o'clock. Only 2 minutes. She had the window open. Is she fucking alright? It's pretty freezing. Goldie got on the 5. Yeah, it's fine. Price is coming down. Still hasn't really closed above the level, right? Makes sense. Resistance, support. So just gotta wait for closure above there, and I think the buys would be nice, eh? 1789.3. And yeah, I mean, the cells below you might be able to drive them in, but I'd want a nice clean closure below, to be honest, because it needs to get past this 4-hour support, 4-hour resistance there, which is also support there. So it's just like, oh yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take trades in that area, to be honest. I think it'd be a bit of a waste. How do I use a daily and the 4-hour flip? It just shows you like on the lower time frames where price is. So like, look, if I go in here on the 50-minute. I know that the daily time frame is right at the flip, so it hasn't really pushed in any direction yet. Therefore, there's no bias in the daily time frame. I know the 4-hour time frame is above price. That means that the 4-hour is bearish right now. So it kind of just gives me a little bit of a picture that I can picture in my head without having to like flick through the time frames and look at what's happening. Like, I know the 4-hour is bearish. I know that the daily is pretty much at the level it's just opened at. So it also means, especially at the start of trading, that if you're like looking to take a trade, you probably want at least one of the higher time frames with you, right? So if you're looking at buys here, I'm glad that I can see that the 4 hours with me, because if it wasn't, if this line was there, then I probably wouldn't take the buys, to be honest, because it's just too bearish. But look at the 4 hour with us. It's just a see price in a lower time frame. What time frame? Wait, what time frame do you draw your grain zones on? 15 and 30, yeah. 15 and 30. Normally 15, just so you get the accurate, but we've come into the 30 as well. Yes, sir. Wow, GJ really isn't doing anything, eh? So yeah, I think 4 minutes left for this 30, which is a bit interesting. But I do think, to be honest with you, a break above that high would be quite nice. To be honest with you. So I'm probably gonna get ready for that over here. To be honest, especially with this low wick, this low wick rejects again, and this reflips and breaks the high again. My God, we're going up, boy. 1789. Stop loss will be 1787.7. Let's continue to 1791. 91 flat. 1794. I'm actually gonna have this on. I think I'm happy with taking a break at the high here, because it'll be with a 30-minute break at the high, with the hourly break at the high, rejecting the lows again. I'm happy to take that, and also stops will be pretty good. So I'm gonna buy stop on here. Two minutes left with this candle as well. Hey man, mind sharing thoughts on ADUSD coming into new Fed meeting? Send me a chart, my man. I don't really look at that pair myself, but if you send me a chart, I'll take a look and see what I think of it. But you need to remember, if I don't trade it, I don't really know much about it. Not in yet. I was very, very close, but not yet. Oh, I'm in now. Very nice. Oh, we're getting some volume over here. Some volume over here, boy. So look at the 3-minute timer now, clean zone above, which is good. Clean, clean, clean. Clean zone above. So yeah, should be good. Break of the high, should continue over here. Nice clean zone. We know with the clean zones we move quickly and beautifully. Oh shit. No. Not gonna go break you next. I'm pretty confident with this trade, but I will eventually when we get close to TP. 50-minute just closed. Because the retest may have to come back to our level, right? So I don't want to get a break even here. Realistically, it should come back down to there. Now it's a closure above as well, which is good. Let's take a look at GJ. Yeah, GJ's doing fuck all. Sweet fuck all. Not much of a top wick still, which is good. Make sure you like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Only 40 likes. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get the likes up, guys. Still come back down and retest, so it's still okay. I'm going to retest. Not gonna lie, but your positive vibes and patience have helped me a lot. Nice. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see, man. So you see, if you put your stops to break even there too early, you would have got stopped out break even there. Whereas all it's done is just retested the level. Three minutes into the 30 and the 15 minutes, you still got a lot of time. Still got a lot of time. So yeah, 11 minutes left, still got a lot of time in this candle to do its thing. Do your thing! It's the first energy, but I took it on the retest. Nice. Nice. Nice, nice, and nice. Can't wait to do my yoga in the morning after this. Get the yoga in. Feel much better. Start the day off with a bit of yoga. There was a time I used to be done with my 2 trades by this freaking time of the day, and here I'm praying for Goldie to just give me 10 bloody pips. Why are you afraid of this trade? Just look at 1 hour time frame. That tell you a lot. Yeah, exactly. We have to make a daily wick to the upside. Yeah, well, we don't have to, but probability shows that it probably will. Probability dictates. Rating will achieve the goal. Maybe. Yeah, GJ is doing sweet fuck all, isn't it, really? Bless it. I bet some people are like, come on, GJ, new week. Let's see. Last week you were very, very dull. Let's see what you can get. That's kind of done fuck all. Sweet fuck all. Do. You in gold, yes. I sure am. So look at the lower time frames. Yeah, they're just coming down. 1 minute's holding. Just need to kick a volume again. Bit of a kick of volume. So yeah, later on we'll be going through the homework together. Make sure to mark your zones out. So what we do for the group is, if you don't really know how you mark your zones out with these grey lines, it's a perfect place for you to learn it. It's pretty good in terms of that regard. How am I going to risk manage here? If the 15 closes bearish below 1789, then yeah, I'm probably going to risk manage over here. That is what I'll do. Looking at 1797 for the final TP. Yeah. 797. I'd probably say 94.5. Like if you really wanted it. Yeah. 97. The daily flip, I suppose, yeah. Why not? Why not? Go break even already. I am not in any profit, so. Yeah, maybe this hourly is there, but I still have the confidence it's going to continue. These 3 minutes are getting smaller and smaller, which is good. The hourly minute time frames are starting to reject from the downside, so it's okay. But if not, I'll put my managing risk in position, and then I'll also be good, right? So it's a win-win regardless. Yeah, I started cleaning my PC a bit yesterday, actually. I'm going to do a little bit more today, and then it should be back running on all cylinders. I sent a chart in a Discord. Okay. In the Discord. And the volume disappears when we go into a trade. It was nice at the start. Yeah, a little bit slow at the moment. Where did you put it in? Which chart? Which chat lobby? Okay. For the Fed meeting, AUD will retest higher range of support and resistance. If the Fed raises rates, AUD will collapse against USD. I don't really know too much about the news, my man. I just know that if it's good news, dollar will go up. If it's good news, gold will go down. Don't really know about AUD, to be honest, brother. So yeah, I'm not gonna comment on that. 5-minute time close bullish to make a lower wick again. Let's look at GJ now. GJ looking like it's coming back up. Very nice. Gradually getting there. There's 20 minutes left until London Open 2. Right, this fucking train needs to hurry up because I need a shit. I'm back on the instant coffees. That's when you know. That's when you know, boy. 5 minutes looking good. Broke the previous high. Don would have not traded this celery play. There was no celery. There was no celery, brother. Fish zone? Yeah, 100%. It is fish zone. It's also a very clean zone. Do you know who would be taking this trade though? Mr. Rajabanks. Looking like GJ's pushing up now. Good stuff, good stuff. Max, are you in a gold buy already? Yes. 3 minutes left. I think I'm going to get out of here at break even, guys, very shortly. If this the 50-minute closes 3 minutes time, so I'm going to give it 3 more minutes. If it doesn't really close the way I want it to, which is pretty much bullish, then I'm just going to leave it. %. We'll get going. Do have faith in it. 5 as well. Need some of that London volume, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So 50-minute time frame closed. Goldie Yeah, it's still okay. Still got the 15 closed. Closed bearish above. So, and the 30 minutes still making the lower wicks. It's okay. Just gonna wait a little bit longer over here.
Is it going to push max?
That is the question. Breaking 5-minute highs though.
Is it going to push?
30-minute flip would be nice. Drive, you cunt.
So have they got that referee up for war crimes yet, or what?
Ah, I fucking hope so.
Like, they got to like look at that and like, I mean, they won't. It'll just be like, oh yeah, bad decisions. But
Job
it's
to get
like
the decision right.
it was more than bad decisions. It really
It was
was.
just a shit ref. Like, you know when the refs just don't control the match, like everyone's like arguing with him and you can tell he's just a pussy, he doesn't really know what to say.
Do you think it was that? See, I mean, maybe because I'm not obviously an England fan, but it just looked like he'd just been absolutely nobbled before the match. He just was not interested in giving anything to England at all.
Yeah. Wait 1 second, I didn't mean to put that on yet.
Yeah.
Let's take a look then. So yeah, I think to be honest with you guys, with this push, I kind of wanted it to happen. So I'm just gonna close here. I think. Yeah. Closed a break even, guys. One of the drive, one of the push looked good. I still think it's gonna probably end up continuing, but I don't know in our time frame, right? So watch this candle run now. But anyway, yeah. We'll have to wait a little bit longer. Obviously, it's coming towards 8 o'clock, so that'll be quite nice. But yeah. 5 minutes still look good, but my god, they're fucking taking their time. Push. There we go. Wow, literally a second after we close, we get the candle. Oh my god! Fuck off, gold. You can't. I knew it was gonna work out, but it just fucked around so much.
Yeah.
Wow. Right. Fuck me. Fuck off, man.
Look at that. God damn.
Fucking wow. Beautiful. Dude. Literally the minute after I closed.
Seconds.
Yeah.
Not literally.
So there we go. Tapping TP1 there, 1791. And then obviously for now here, obviously you'd be a break even. And
Closed tile.
nice. And I think yeah, I mean potentially back.
I got in a bit earlier. A tiny bit earlier.
Nice. Actually, where's the 30? Yeah. Around there.
Yeah, that OB was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was good, eh?
Oh mate.
I'm
But-
writing that down as a fucking trade. I'm not counting it in the actual signals, but I'm counting it as a fucking trade that I called.
Yeah.
Literally this second, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for this fucking London Open. Literally the last second of that fucking. Oh my god. Look at that shit. Wicks me out. Wow. Anyway. Could take another bite? No, that's the entry I wanted. Here, no. That's the entry I wanted, that's the entry that I did. Anything higher up, it's too far in that zone now. Nice Tashi. See, this could continue. But yeah, clean candles, beautiful work. Just didn't really give me the push straight away. I'm like, you know what? It is getting very close to the London Open. Probably wait for the London to close, but give it a time. W 20 pips, very nice. Yeah, 20 pips after. Oh, 25 pips. My luck. So let's see if we can get to TP2, which would be the next one, which would also be at our next zone over here, yeah. But discuss from the start, the whole thing I've been working on really religiously for the past fucking every single time I have time off. Just looking at the clean zones. Raju discussed it as well. That's the target. None of this crap. Don't want to take this trade. Down here is choppy. This is the clean area. So even if it's counter trend, the zone's big enough to get a push. So that's what it did. To look at GJ coming up, very, very nice. Is there anything on the lower time frames? A little bit of a W there. Very nice. So that's always the thing to do, right? I think in terms of the, especially on gold, just find that area where it's moved the quickest and focus on that. And then realistically, your entry at those levels doesn't have to be perfect because the zone helps you.
Oh my god. Rebecca Harris.
The zone helps you. We're bearish in gold, so secure profits. This might be retracement, yeah. This is a retest entry. No, I got the break of the 50-minute high. Yeah. It was an impulse, but the zone was big enough. Good rejection, so. But you could have got the retest, yeah. Next candle coming down, retest. So that's what a lot of people did. If you look at on the 30 as well, proper retest. Yeah, that's nice. Stop loss was 15 pips, gained 25. It's just like a good risk to reward as well. So yeah. So impulse buy, yep. Yep. Oh, GJ. GJ. Let me actually just see in the 30 here where we could, yeah, I think 1793.6. So yeah. But also because obviously we are a bearish in trend, we do know that the price coming in this area. So you got to close some, right? You got to close some. You got to take your break even, put your stops to break even, because realistically, it can come up to this level, make a resistance potentially, you know, anywhere in this area or even this area, and then continue back down to the lows, which would also be a nice trade as well, actually. So if you're looking at that, that makes sense. Trying to think if there's a trend line down here. Why did you close earlier, Max? Because I didn't get the push, and obviously my entry was an impulse. 50-minute close bearish as well. Kind of wanted to push through that whole level. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to wait until the 8 o'clock. But then we pushed the millisecond after I closed, which is just nice. But anyway, whatever. GJ coming up. Very good. In terms of the zone above, though, it's a little bit... Just look at the hourly. The hourly's not bad, though, so the hourly could be okay. A little bit of 30 res there. 4 minutes left. So yeah, see if this can continue now. Coming to the 4-hour highs. This goalie's going to continue as well. A beauty, a beauty. I wonder who held on. Because realistically, if I said that and there's a delay on YouTube, motherfucking people are still in, I bet. Tapped back to my entry, I was like, oh, I'm just going to get out here. The second after. You see, it's been consolidation for a while, collecting liquid and broke it out. Then the 5-minute retest, and there was proof of respecting the previous zone, so it let it fly 10 pips. Yes. GJ's highs tagged, yeah. Asian highs, back up to Asian highs. I mean, yeah, the hourly's not too bad. You could potentially maybe run it back to 168. Look at the 4-hour. Only it's just 4-hour res is right there too. It's my only cause of concern. And for me, especially like next year as well. To be fair, this year really, buying highs at res is it's just not a needed trade. You can maybe scrape 10 pips out of it, 20 pips out of it, but for the most part, it's a painful experience. Rather just wait for a clean zone above and then a retest. So, yeah. So for everyone that said that this was a bad buy, please, for the love of Jesus, go back test it yourself. Just because someone else doesn't take the trades like that, I can bet you right now, I can go on Twitter and Raja would have taken this trade. The zone's clean, bro. If you go to backtesting software and do it, it's so obvious. When you look at it on the 30 and the hourly, it's just a clean zone to fill. To retrace back up doesn't mean it's a buying for the day, because it is still pretty bearish. We do know that resistance could form here, but it's just the push, right? All you need is 20 pips or so. You don't need a massive change of direction for the day. You just need a nice pips and leave it. %. DJ 1 minute wait for shorts. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that was some rejection and a half, hey? See if this makes sense with the lower time frame. Let's go on the 30. No, not as nice, right? We have a resistance here, a resistance here, so it's actually not that clean. And then you look obviously on that 1 hour for sells. You go right, sells. Well, price actually moves really quick in this area. Okay, so I actually know I can get some pips out of it. Also did it there. Also did it there. This area is a great area for me to target. So I want to take sells below there, right? Look at the 30-minute time frame. Same thing. Look at the 15-minute time frame. Same thing, really, right? So you know that the zone's clean. So that's the area. That's a target of, you know, this is an area of interest. Right? Then you go to this over here. Look at the Goldie. Before we took this trade, let's just see what I did in the morning. The exact same thing. Look at the hourly time frame. Look at where candles are, where price moves quickly, and where price doesn't, right? This area here, if I mark this out, this area here is pretty slow. Okay, a lot of wicks, not really the nicest price action. So that's an area I want to avoid. Below, yeah, below's okay, but we seem to have a lot of rejection wicks in that area. Rejection wicks there, rejection wicks there. It's not really the nicest. I think it's all right, but I wouldn't be, you know, amazing by it. Look at the 30-minute time frame. Let's see the difference. Yeah, rejection wicks, some like order blocks down there, so really not too nice. Let's look higher up. Hourly time frame, clean candles down, clean candles up. So this is the point of interest. Wait for the point of interest. If you get a trade in it, great. If you don't, then move to the next session. And that's literally, if I had to teach myself one thing, it'd be that. Back again. So it's 8 o'clock now. Goalie's going to continue. And GJ not really doing too much. So yeah, I kind of missed my trade this morning, which is a bit annoying. But anyway, 1 second. Bro, looking at gold buys in the hourly close, for me, it's too much in that zone, right? Too much in that zone. So the next thing also is your trades, right? Your trades. Yeah, I mean the area. I mean it's still big enough, right? You do know that you're in a bearish momentum though. So like, in terms of taking trades, if you're taking a trade here, you need to realize that it's not as safe because your stop's probably going to be at the low of the zone, so it isn't even in a different zone. And also, you know, yeah, you still got maybe a 1-to-1 to the highs, but realistically for me, it's getting in at the proper point, and that was right there. You need to also look on the 30-minute time frame. Where did we tap? Well, we tapped here, which is where resistance could form. So, whereas here, when I took my buy there, we didn't have any area until there, really. Bye, love you. So, yeah. That's what it is, that's what it is. I really appreciate you're trying to get in maybe a little bit later, but I think for the most part, try and just find the best possible entry, which was clearly there, right? Which is what my trade was. And if you don't get that, then just look at how you could have got that, right? Last week. So I'm more of a rise when the support is fallen as we close bullish and gold on daily and weekly. Yeah, 100%. A W formation held as well, actually. First trade out of the zone is the best. I don't like taking any other gold buy now. Yeah, it's just hitting them areas where it has to go retest 100%. And that's the worst feeling, right? One of the worst feelings in trading, especially if you're doing it with a bunch of people or, you know, that kind of move, that kind of area, is that people could have taken the buys here, and now you try and get into your buy here and lose. You're like, oh man, like everyone just got the buys, they just got in a bit early, and why are my buys not working anymore? you know, you've just got to realize that it's the zone, the first level of an area that could struggle is there. So if you're trying to take the buy here now on the flip, your stop loss is not safe because it's not in zone 2. It's actually in zone 1. And obviously, you know, your stops get bigger, your levels get bigger. So it's just all about that and knowing which ones to take and which ones not. It's a weird psychological thing where we are all hesitant to take the first best setup, but feel a need to chase the trade after the price has moved. Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, you know, you might be a bit like cautious of getting in at the start, but then when it's already ran, you're happily getting in again. So you've just fucking missed it, bro. Yeah, I think this is going to continue down, to be honest with you. I think this is going to come back down to these lows. But in terms of where I'd want to take trades, this area isn't it. So it's nothing that I really want to take. Yeah, GJ doing sweet fuck all. Again, for like the 3rd week in a row. Oh man, that gold's really, really annoying. But anyway. Oh, I need to fucking shit myself as well. I was like, I need to go. Second I close, launches 25 pips. Ah! The 17 pip stop. Did it push straight away as well? Did we get it straight to 25? Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, but as long as I'm finding the moves, that's all that really matters. Raja only shows 40 pip win trades. It's early for tweet to show. I never delete my previous zone lines. My monitor is full of lines like Jevons. Oh wow, very nice. Billions and billions of lines. Does that not kind of make you kind of scared to take trades though? So looking like Goldie's coming back down. See the 3 minutes making resistance, nearly breaking the previous low. 5 minutes coming down too. Didn't take the 11 pips in gold and now stopped out of break even. Good. Lesson should have taken 10 pips and exited. Where did you take the trade? Break of the 15 high? Was it? Maybe. Yeah, I think I don't think it's, and this is actually quite an interesting thing. I wouldn't focus too much on the pip side. Like, isn't like, oh, I should have closed my 10 pips. Just look at the zone. The zone, you know, if you were in a trade and you didn't realize that you had to close off there, then I wouldn't. I feel people will focus on, I need to close my 10 pips and get my 10 pips, even if my stop's like 12 or 13. Just look at the zone. The zone will really tell you, especially with clean candles. You know, you shouldn't really close until you hit this level, right? Bob's your uncle. 1790.46. Okay, so you got like this high, yeah. Yeah, 100%. I think, and actually, another thing, Aaron, it depends where your stop was, right? Was your stop loss on the current candle or the previous? Because if it was the previous, then that's probably really the reason why. Was it on the previous, by any chance? Because I think if it was the current, you would have had about an 11 pip stop and you would have gained 11 or 12. You would have got maybe a 1-to-1. Whereas if your stop loss was there, you're probably looking to get a 1-to-1 there, and you have to come much higher up. So that's always the thing with stops, right? And realistically, especially with high volume like we had here, if you break this high, you really shouldn't have need to have your stops there. If it breaks that low, you're going to take some serious drawdown. You want the push straight away, really. And you'll see it happen all the time. Raja will do it all the time. You'll always use current candle stops. When it pushes a little bit like there, great. If it doesn't, and it comes in this area, it starts to mess around there, you'll just close full. Okay? So it's kind of just like using current candle stops with volume. It means that you won't be really too annoyed with your stops there, because your stops are so tight, so your TP can be tight. GJ going up. GJ is doing sweet fuck all right now. So yeah, that's kind of like how it is, right? Look at EJ. Oh my god. Yeah, EJ's written off today. The zone above. But So 30 minutes made the lower wick on GJ. The hourly closed nearly above. Very nice. Obviously the 4 hour res is there, so it's nothing that I want to look at. I was up 8 pips, then stops to entry. Nice. That's fair. Should he also close more partials at the first level because it's a counter trend trade? Yep. Yep. Yeah, I would have closed like 80-90% there. And then the rest to maybe 1994. That's what I would have done. But yeah, it's a really, really good lesson, like in terms of just getting in maybe a little bit too late. It's a pain. It's a horrible thing if you sometimes miss an entry and then everyone's taking their 10 pips or 20 pips and then you try and get in and you lose. You're like, oh, it was the same trade, bro. Best sites to trade Forex. If I was starting right now, I would. If I was starting right now, I'd probably use me and Don in terms of marking charts, in terms of like zones, because me and Don mark our zones pretty much identical. Like I'll mark my charts at NY and look at his stream, and they're pretty much fucking identical. So we mark them very good, which is good, right? It means you have a clear thing. And then I'll also look at Raja, because Raja is the one who really targets the areas that you want to look at, which is the clean zones. But I mean, to start off Forex, I'll just go on like baby pips and just do it. Baby pips. Baby pips. And then once you go on a baby pips and you kind of get it all, and you've been on the streams for a while, I'd join a mentorship. I'd join someone's mentorship. I wouldn't, but don't do it where you have to fucking give them 500 quid and you have to go in their broker. Go to someone who's reasonable. The people that I would recommend is probably, to be fair, I don't know how much Donna does apart from the signals though. He has the course, but then I don't need. So I'd probably say like Connor, 10 pips daily, really good trader and really good work as well. I don't really know any others, to be honest with you, apart from mine and Connor that I would proper recommend, and Don obviously, if he does other things. But and Raja's Marco Foodie obviously, and then yeah, because what you can do is you get a group of people and you can work together. Like all day we'll be speaking about trades in the chat, and obviously because you all know the same strategy, it's just like speaking your own language, right? If someone new came in the group, they're like, what the fuck? So you have to get used to the terminology. But then it's a good way to learn, right? Do backtesting sessions with the group every single week as well. Gets you just so much, you know, stronger at your strategy, and yeah. And I wouldn't charge any more than, like, so for example, mine's like £50 a month. If it's like 100 or 150, you just get fucking ripped off, bro. It's way too much. Are you in gold? We discussed gold. Yep. Sorry, this trade's already done, man. This trade's already done. You'd be a break even here. Your break even would have hit. Actually, would it? No. No, your break even wouldn't have hit yet, which is nice. Let me just add this on again so people know what we were talking about today. Max, is there usually volume in January and February? It just depends on what's happening in the world, I'm telling you. I really don't think it's month dependent. I think it's pretty much all dependent on what's happening in the world. This year January was garbage. I agree. The January was fucking disgraceful. It was so annoying as well because everyone was getting ready for the new thing. Like, yes! They were ready for it. Yeah, it's quite funny. If you guys do want to join the broker for the new year as well, I'll add the broker on here, the IC Markets broker. So I'm also going to do an update as well for the stream. I'm going to write loads of like more exclamation marks. Going to get like the Nightbot doing a lot more things. Also, if you do want to join the mentorship as well, I had some questions about that last night. The link is there. People, I've seen a lot of people putting their mentorship up as in terms of price. I will not be doing that. I'm not a fucking idiot. feel it's a shame putting your things up. It feels like if you're putting your stuff up, it's kind of like you need the money or you were trying to get more money out of it. I only do it for the fun of it. I don't do it for any other reason. So why would I want to need to charge anyone any more money? It doesn't make no sense. Isn't it a dumb way to die? What? So we got one news event done, which was kind of a boring news event to be honest in GJ, wasn't it? It was a little bit boring. You might be alright. Goldie to continue, you'd still be in. Discussed a beautiful trade live today. I got unfortunate and actually got a little bit of break even literally at the second before it pushed. But I think a lot of people held it on, and 25 pip gain, 17 pip stop, very, very nice. Clean candles in the zone, 15 minute of a good rejection. So yeah, that was a great trade. So yeah, after this, the good thing is, so after this I go into this little yoga room and I can put the charts on there, so I can just do my yoga whilst looking at the charts. Pretty good. Relaxing. Did anyone take any GJ trades this morning? Did anyone look to take any? I'm trying to think of which one you'd probably take. There's no one that stands out for me, to be honest. That would be me, sir. Ooh, Omar, what did you take? Oh, are you in it now? 30 minutes reflipped. Still in GJ. Is there actually going to be some trend lines soon? Hopefully, that'll be nice. Some trend lines. Because you haven't had actually some recently. I know we had a couple last week. Yeah, it's still pretty bearish, right? Made a reflip of the candle. Oh yeah, for Christmas, because I'm trying to find things to watch on Netflix. What things are good on Netflix? What things are decent? I use, oh shit, not fucking children. Jesus. I can use series. I'll watch some new series, but I don't know what I could watch. Oh, I'm liking Wrexham. The Wrexham show is fucking hell. I think it's on Disney Plus doing it. Oh, why am I on the fucking kids one? There we go. Oh, people watch the Harry and Meghan thing. What do you guys think about the Harry and Meghan thing? Unsolved mysteries? Ooh, that sounds good. $61 likes, guys. Make sure you like the stream. Waiting patiently. Let's take a look at this Goldie now. I'm trying to think of maybe potential sells because clearly found the resistance. It's just the zone below is it's a bit of a pain. The zone isn't clean. A bit annoying. 3 minute time frame, a little bit of an retest. Watching The Office again. Oh my god. Yeah, I might have to watch The Office again. I've tried to watch the English one, but I don't know. It's just not the same. A lot of people still like the English one as well. Unsolved mysteries, yeah, it could be unsolved mysteries, could be quite good. Do you feel a need to take more trades after a break-even day, or is that acceptable for you? That's fine. Whatever it gives me. Right now, if I was trading by myself and not on a thing, all I'll be waiting for right now is the gold sells below, and the maybe sells on gold below here. So just have 2 alerts there, and I'll just play COD all day and then take my trades when they come. That's all I would do. For anything else, it's not. There's nothing there for me. So I think it's just setting, instead of looking at what price is doing now, just find your zones, like just find your focus zones. So one there. So look on here, right? My focus zones in these levels is here, down here on GJ, and down here on gold. Also, the area of interest before was this one here, which we took. So these are my point of interest. So realistically, if you don't want to be on the charts all day and you've already backtested and you know what trades you want to take, then just wait for these zones. Nothing I want above, really. It's kind of, maybe you might be able to get to 1794, but in terms of trades, I wouldn't want to take that there. Sells could be okay here, and obviously the GJ down here as well. And for me, buys, I'm not taking buys on highs. I'd rather just continue bullish and make some support. And that's all you got to really do. It's not hard at all. I take 1 win and 1 W and execute both well, but I feel I've been unproductive after spending hours on the charts. Well, that's gonna be the feeling, but it's just, how do you explain it? It's just what you get given, right? If your job is to trade the markets, you don't know what's going to happen every single time. You know, you have a good, accurate representation of what's going to happen, but you don't know what's actually going to happen. So at the end of the day, you get what you were given, and if it was a lot, great. If it wasn't, great. And if it was break even, great. You never think, oh man, I've been on the charts and I didn't take any money out of the markets. Well, yeah, I know you didn't, but neither did a lot of people. And also, if you're thinking that close-minded, you're probably not at the stage yet where you can be a trader, because the whole part of trading is it's based on a large sample size. If you're taking trades all year, you know that you've got a 70% win rate. You know that, if you take 1,000 trades in the year, you're going to lose 300. You can have some break-evens, but as long as you keep with this strategy every single day and you just bash it out every single day, you will be profitable and you'll be chill. So you know what I mean? Like, feeling close-minded on one day, like, oh man, I wasted my time here. Like, yeah, 100%, a couple of days, all the time, I'll be like, oh man, I wasted a day, sitting on the charts all day and taking like a minus 1.5% loss. But do I give a shit at the end when my percentage is 10% for the month, or 15% for the month? No, I don't give a shit. So it just doesn't matter. You just got to get out of that mindset of looking too close at like days or like a couple trades. Like just chill out. I've been so unlucky for the past, I'd say, I took that trade there. That's kind of my fault for not holding on. But I've had so many break-even trades. Some people will be pissed off about that, man. I've got a group I want to make them to make money. I've got a live stream. My live stream numbers are down right now because of my trades. I'm getting a lot of break-evens. But I just know overall it doesn't matter. Things go up in waves, right? I know, especially like in October, my views are up. Everyone was loving it because I took 16 wins and 3 losses. So people come back when the other streamers do shit and I do well. It's just how it is. You just don't have to get worked up about a certain percentage of time or like a certain sector of time. Just keep doing what you're doing. As long as you know it's profitable by backtesting, then you're chill. You're chill. So yeah, here I only add on another 3 break-evens. Anyway, that trade there was good. Is this the last week for streams this year? Ooh, I kind of forget that. Last full week, yeah. Yeah, I keep forgetting it's the 12th of December. Man, this time goes quick, boy. Time moves quick. So yeah, the only thing that really screws me up in terms of this area, which does put me off, is just this level. If I just highlight where I want to take the cells below, this is what I'm dealing with. So that's the only thing that I'm like, you know what, if it gets there, great, I can maybe look, but if not, I'm not really asked. Break even is better than a loss, and to start the week with 0 is the key. Yes. What's your first? What's the last trade break even? Yeah, brother. I closed the second it started to rally. Because it came back to my entry, it rejected the highs like 3 times. I'm like, oh, I might have to wait until the hourly open here to wait for the hourly to close. But no. But a lot of people in the chat that I had talked to held on, so I'm still counting that as a fucking dub, boy. Start to finish. It should show on display break even. Then nope. It should not. It will on my signals thing though, but I think I want to show people, you know, I took a trade and it went well. 23 pips. I was maybe a bit unfortunate for the second I closed a break even, but for the most people with a delay on YouTube, you'd be in it. NGA buys just moved stop loss to break even. Nice. How did you get in? 30-minute flip? I think if you got 30-minute flip, yeah, you definitely should be break even here at these highs and just hope price can push above. Yep. I think that would be the most realistic. Yeah, 30-minute flip. Yeah. Yeah, because it's obviously right them Asian highs, and you would expect price to break it with the volume, but if it can't, then the issue is that if it rejects the resistance there, it normally gets a nice little push. So yeah, for this one, if you look at the yearly stats, win rate is probably a little bit down compared to the last year. However, percentage gain, 109.75. 109.75. And that's actually in April. We didn't even put in March, February, or January, which were all profitable. So, pretty good for that kind of area. So the main thing that I'm working on is the break-evens. And some of the L's, actually. There's quite a lot of L's that I'm just going to take out completely. Some trading ideas I'm just going to take out completely, which will pretty much reduce like 25% of my L's, which is good. But that'll be all talked about in the new year. 64 likes, guys. Make sure you like the stream if you haven't already. Make sure to like it out. Let's take a look at Goldie now. Goldie coming down, broke the previous lows. 5 minutes continuing. Nice. Nice. But yeah, find your target of interest, go for it, and if it plays out good, if it doesn't, then come back to the next session, right? Bish bash bosh. Shit's simple. But yeah, that whole thing of like, do you have the need to take more trades after breaking? Man, you just got to get out of that whole kind of genre of thinking about things. No way, Jose. Take what you get given and leave. Look at EJ's blasted off. Good stuff. See if we can get out of this horrendous area it's in. That'd be beautiful for us, I think. Same really thing with GJ, right? It needs to get past that 4-hour res, which is still holding pretty hard. Then the only thing that I can see now is potentially an M formation on this resistance later on. think that's the only thing I'd look at on GJ. Because it's at res. So 50-minute now, close bearish. Good stuff. Hourly's still got 29 minutes left. GJ's taking too long. I don't know why people are jumping into GJ, man. It's been shit. The zone is shit. Gold to 1772 possible? Let's take a look. 1772. Oh my god, it's so far away. Of course it's possible, especially with news this week, but you just got to go through what's actually happening here. If we break below 1786, we're probably going to get to 1780, 1781. If we break below 1780, 1781, we're probably going to get to 1772. But you need to break this support first and then this support first. So it's ages away. So I always say this, right? Try not to think about too much things in the long, in a longer distance of time period, right? Think logically and think of what's happening right now. If you're thinking of 1772, yeah, it could get there, but it's got to go through two different supports first, right? So what you should say in the sentence is, if we break 1786, we can get to 1781. If we break 1781, we can then get to 1772 with a cleaner zone. Bish bash bosh. Bish bash bosh. So I think towards the end of this week we'll do a little Magic Keys giveaway. We'll do it on Friday just for the holidays. That'll be pretty cool. And obviously we'll do a sim as well at some point. A simulation. Think about gold sell on the 50-minute retest now. Yeah. My only cause of concern is this hourly still. 27 minutes left. How much should still be here? 26 pips. 26 pipperoonies. Yeah, to be honest with you, I actually don't mind the flip here because the zone below is actually not that bad. It's like 23 pips. 15-minute stops would be 18. And if you actually mark this out here, it's just a resistance forming, right? So yeah, I quite like it too. Not maybe the retest because I'm worried that this hourly could you know what this hourly could do? This hourly could reflip and then your sells will be out. But this makes a top wick, rejects the highs and reflips. I think the zone below is going to be moved quite quickly. 18 pip stop, 18 pip gain. So I think I'm probably going to look for that. The candles before you get to the support are pretty clean too, so that's also nice. So just write this on. Obviously, if it breaks 50-minute high, then probably gonna leave it over here. So, got it on over here. Sell stop. But if it breaks previous 15-minute high, then it's not looking good for the bearish structure, right? 30-minute though, I expect maybe to come retest these areas. 1790 again, then reflip, continue back down to the low. Simples. Then TP2 would be, obviously, if it breaks that zone, then you might be able to come back down to these levels here, 1783. Oh. GJ is teasing me. Looking like it's breaking, you might be alright. You might be alright. Would gold cell be classed as a soup? No, not sure what a soup is. The gold cells, no. It'll be a resistance forming, or called an onion play for the dons. But a soup is when it soups the Asian lows. So a soup would be if price came down here, broke the Asian lows, made some support, and then continued. It's normally called a soup. Super. Soup. GJ 4 hour looking good. Let's take a look at the 4 hours looking. Is it looking good? Yeah, it's looking good for support forming, but it is the res right there. See if we can break past it. 7168 for sure the target today. Yeah, cells and gold look good. I just don't like how the 4 hour candle broke the previous 4 hour high. Yeah, I mean, I suppose. I like how it's just head and shoulders as well, actually. Didn't break the high. 7 minutes left for the candles. It's got half the time, which is good. Also closed below the support too. The moment I deviate from my plan, I get such a nice bitch slap to wake me up. Well, there you go then. Stick with the plan, and then you don't get the bitch slap. Or maybe you like the bitch slap. Maybe. Maybe. 5 minutes left for this candle. Could be a celery. That'd still be nice. It's also based in the 30, so it's all good. Oh, I'm freezing. Oh. Still look at the lower time frames. Good rejection on the 5 there. See if you get that flip, boy. So I want to know people's trading journeys for this year. How has everyone done? How has everyone done? Come on, Brian. Spit out some of your figures, brother. Shout out to Brian. I think Brian this year. To be fair, Brian, what have you... If you're here, Brian, what's the difference between this year and last year? I figured out price action this year. Wow, amazing. A lot from your stream. Beautiful, beautiful. We got still a lot coming, I tell you that right now. Crappy. Someone said crappy. All good, all good. You've got to remember though, right? If it was crappy, go look at why. It'll be pretty easy to find out why, right? And instead of just keeping the emotion side of it, just look at what you could have really improved on it, and you'll be good. And you'll be good. Oh shit, is it snowing? Let me take a look at this. I'm so glad I'm not in that shithole over there. Every morning, I open up the blinds in the living room and I give the fingers up to my other apartment because I hate it that badly. Yeah, it's pretty, it's pretty cold. Pretty cold. Looking like GJ's still chilling, but it's at the 4-hour res, right? So you gotta make sure you know that. Trading made me better understand myself. 100%. That's actually a very, very true thing. Was not a bad year, but was harder than previous ones, as expected, I guess. Yeah, 100%. You had a lot of, you know, give yourself a pat on the back, man, if you've kept your account this year, right? Because for a lot of people, it was just a horrendous year, right? So much war going on, etc., etc. So if you're in that top echelon of people, well done, well done. And if you weren't, then just look at why, and it'd be pretty interesting. I'd go back to basics. Keep with one session and just go through the session again and again and again. Three minutes left for this channel to close, and then we'll have a celery play. Yeah, it's quite good that actually. Yeah, it's self-awareness is called, right? Because you need to learn like what things trigger you, what things are annoying you. Are you a over risker? Are you a under risker? Are you kind of cautious? Are you risk averse or not? It's a good thing. And that's why like, going into a casino and seeing all your mates, you're like, oh my god, you guys, you're just fucking spunking your money away. Like, has price behaved the same way over the years, or do you feel like they move slightly differently now? Much differently now. Back in the start of this year and last year, I was using 10 pip stops. Good luck trying to find a 10 pip stop now. So I had to change. I had a big, to be honest with you, this has been my biggest year in change actually, because, yeah, horrible year for me in terms of psychology. Mastered the trading strategy, I faded away. Yeah. Like in terms of stops, if your stops, like now, that's like 20 pip stop. If you look at GJ at any point, it's just going to be kind of bigger stops, right? Yeah, like that's when it ranges as well. So I had to go from risking a fixed lot to changing percentage, which I wish I did a lot earlier, and my results would have been much nicer in these time periods here, because I just couldn't take any trades. Like, my stops were just tiny, and then I changed the percentage. August, I think, or September. I also did half risk on gold for a while as well. So, yeah, quite a big change of things. 100%. Now it's more zone based, more stop loss based. Yeah, 100%. All about the zones. So 50-minute close, good rejection. So it's going to be a celery play. Well, can you please explain what do you mean by taking the trade percentage rather than lots? Yeah, so what I mean by that is the I was risking 1.4%, but like on average, like it wasn't actually like an actual set 1.4%. It was just a certain lot. But that means like obviously every single trade is the same lot size. So your stops, if you have a 20 pip stop, and then you have a 10 pip stop, you're risking double the amount on the 20. Realizing that stops are way too big, so you're going to have to either change my lot size or just go percentage risk, then I don't have to worry about the stops. As long as you've got a 1-to-1 and the zone's big enough, then you're good, right? So that's what I decided, and yeah, just kept with the percentage, and it makes it much better now because you just don't have to worry about stops. Right? Stopped trading for NFTs and got back into around 10 to 15 draw on my account since then, but it's only my second year trading, still backtest daily, so it's not a big deal. Nice. Well, we got into NFTs. I bet that was interesting. How much are they worth now? Like, how much is like a CryptoPunk? $65 ETH. L. 65. I think Bored Ace went from 500k to 60. Whoa, that's rough, bro. That shit is rough. How much is Ethereum right now? NFTs are worth 0. Well, I already knew that. Does that mean that now you'll take a position with larger stop losses? 100%, yeah. As long as the zone's big enough. Don't really care too much about the stock now. FTMO, yeah. We'll get them sorted up next year, my man. Don't you worry about that. For me now here, the volumes die down, and I don't think I'm going to get the drive I wanted. 12 minutes left of this candle. 50-minute time frame is still chilling. 5 minutes doing its thing, so I'm going to wait a couple more minutes and then I might just leave it over here. But I do think it still has potential. If it breaks that low, like celery plays, like the resistance forming, clean candles really below, at least to 1788. So we'll see. We will see. 100%, but I think you're going to be quite shocked in terms of the group next year. We've got a lot of things in place. I'm going to go through them at the start of next year, and it is more down to just the zones. The zones are so important, not just the setup. My buddy made a huge bag last year in NFTs, but is unemployed now and trying to learn Forex. Nice. Do you have experience? No. That's why it's been such a hard year to change. But we changed pretty well, right? I mean, 100 and something percent for the year. But no, it's be like the stops are bigger, zones are larger, news is more reactant because obviously it's so important right now in a recession. So just a lot of little factors, eh? So looking like we're coming back up. The 5 minute looks like it's rejecting that low now. So yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna wait off over here until later on. But yeah, so in terms of today, guys, really good work. I identified my zones, which was the gold hourly thing. Yeah, yes, I might have closed maybe a little bit too early, but I was a little bit cautious of the 5s not really pushing with me. But they did close all still bullish, and the next one after the minute ran 25 pips. So well done for people who held it on. This candle now is breaking previous 15 highs, so it's a boo-boo. No. So delete buy stop now. And that's what you should always do, right? Get into the thing of doing the same thing every single day. Find the clean zone. Find the zone that price moves quickly. Make sure it goes kind of with your bias, or make sure that you know that it's not like completely against the whole trend. So for example here, this was obviously counter trend because we were bearish. However, we were at support and it needed a retracement after a huge 100 pip move from gold sells in Asian session. Find your zones, pick them, stick with them, and then really good. GJ closing above. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not buying these highs, man. I just the 4 hour zone, great. Hourly, yeah, I mean, say it moves quickly up there, I suppose. 25 pips. 4-hour res is right there still. Wait a little longer. Break-even day better than a losing day was a great trade, just unlucky, 100%. Now, Tess, I think you're actually all right here. I think you're actually not too bad if you get the closure in 8 minutes, I suppose. See, look how the daily looks. The daily's rough as well. My issue is not even just GJ buys at that point. It's just where it is here on the higher time frames, right? Because if you have a high there, a lower high, lower high there, it's just an area it could just fuck you up. I sold my empty bags too. My buddy made a huge lost my job in April, so had to make this change. I enjoy it, but trading full time is a little bit more pressure. 100%. Yeah, never rush into the full time thing. Take your time with it. I literally went through thinking about going full time. The difference with me was that the reason why I went full time was because Fun and Talent paid me enough so that if it didn't go well in the first year, I could just just do something else. I had a whole year buffer, so that's why I kind of went for it. So yeah, it's hard when you get maybe a bit older. I think the older you are, and the more dependence you need, like you need to have a bringing income. I think the less you should go full time straight away. Just chill out, man. Just chill out. Do the best you can in a certain session, or find times in the day that you can look for areas, and just do it gradually. I feel just rushing into it, it's just not going to help. Did not have a choice. Finding a job at my age in South Africa is about impossible. Yeah, that sucks, man. Amazing how Uncle Ted started in his mid-30s. Well, I mean, that's he's always on the ball. Ted is always on the ball, right? If you haven't, did you experience a drastic price action change before 2022? No, not on the time that I traded. Nope, nowhere near. Brexit gave it a bit of volume, but it was kind of good volume, right? But not 2022. Yeah, Ted always talks about keeping your doors open. Make sure you go to uni if you can. Like do all that kind of stuff. It's true. I cruise my GJ profits and it shoots. Thank you, all my GJ buyers. Yeah, looking like this is just gonna fill the zone up. No real closure. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's just go here. So, great work today, right? Discussed the trade that I wanted to take. Fortunately, in terms of the break even, maybe a little bit unlucky, but I wanted the push, especially because it was an impulsive trade. It wasn't really a closure. Wanted the drive. Got to around about 10-12 pips. Came back to entry. Kind of just ranged a little bit. I was like, right, I'm just going to wait for the hourly to close. Second I did that, it ran off, but it is what it is, right? Stop getting worked up about it. For people who held on, well done. 25 pips you got. And yeah, looking like GG Goldie's continuing back up now here. Sorry, Goldie's going to continue back up. GJ's pushing into that zone. Very nice. In terms of where I'd probably want to take the GJ trade, yeah, I mean, the 30-minute flip you might have had to have held on a little longer. Yeah, for me, there's nothing really there. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming on. And we'll see you guys in the next session. People in the Zoom, we're going to do the homework, obviously, after the NY session. I'll also write the weekly the NY outlook, and I'll be discussing in the chat all day about charts and stuff like that, because I'm back in action now. So yeah, guys, peace out. We'll see you guys later. Adios, amigos. See you later, alligator. See you later, guys. And people in the YouTube, if you guys do want to just sign up, I'd advise doing it right now, because throughout the whole Christmas period time, a lot of the content I'm going to post, which we're going to be changing the ways we trade in the next year, is going to be posted. So make sure to sign up for that. And obviously, you get all of the content straight away, like 50+ videos. You can go through them through the holidays, right? And then you can be pretty much up to scratch when we start. So there's the link for that. By the way, Max, thanks for everything this year. Really learned a lot, and I'm excited for what's in store next year. 100%, man. So thank you so much for coming on, guys. Peace out. On to bigger things. I will see you guys later.